Hi there, and welcome to the July edition of the GSE Exchange Service Update. So it's been an exciting month for the GSE team. They've been working hard, and we've got a number of exciting things, not only this month, but coming in the pipeline over the next couple of months, which we're particularly excited about, which we'll talk a bit more about in the next few minutes. So to start with, Nathan, I think the first piece of new functionality we've released is custom dashboards. Now, I'm very aware that lots of the GSE functionality applies to all of our users very well, but there are occasions where people have additional requirements or business cases where they need more specific information or an ability to create their own sort of visualizations of data. So tell us more about how custom dashboards work in that way.
Yep, so custom dashboards is a new menu item that you will see appear on the left-hand side of your account. It will be available to those of you who have asked us to curate these new custom dashboards for you. And as Mark said, it's very much based around a question that you might have or a business need where you might need to understand certain type of signal or a certain range of signals. We can very easily and quickly build a bespoke custom dashboard to fulfill those requirements that you have.
And this is made easier by the fact that underlying the GSC is a very flexible data platform, which we developed over a number of years, which makes this particularly easy to configure and work with.
Correct. Yeah, we can work with large data sets at a very scalable manner. We can create dashboards very fast and very efficiently. So this takes us a matter of days. It's very, very quick.
Fantastic. So we would really encourage you, if you have additional needs or would like us to help you explore ways to get more out of the GSE data with different visualizations, then please do get in touch and we can discuss the new custom dashboard feature with you in more detail. Brilliant. So moving on, of course, the exciting project for the last few months has been hands down the GSE Compass project, which has been very much looking at access to our data through a classic LLM interface with sort of natural language processing. And we've been delighted at the progress of that so far. And I think one of the frustrations has been in sometimes that actually when you get results back from the platform, you only see a sort of short set of a table, maybe 10, 20 results, and there's been a requirement and a need to be able to get more out of that. So tell us what we've changed this month to make things better on that front.
Yeah, so what you can do now is you can be able to export that table of results. We limit it to about 25 or 50 so as not to overwhelm you on the screen with thousands of rows of data. So you just see a short summary, but underneath that table you'll see an export to CSV button that you can export all of that tabular data to a CSV file. You can take it away, perform further analysis, and do whatever you need to do with it. And it's right next to the download report, which also gives you a full download of all of the questions that you've asked and all of the data and the summaries that go along with that. So it's a real complement to that report, being able to export all of the results that we have available by CSV.
This works really well, I think, as an alternative to some of the API options we have to give you that more nuanced natural language interface to getting data, but also now at scale, you can export the data in much larger chunks, which will hopefully work well for our users going forward. Brilliant. So we're delighted this month to be able to present new data on the platform as well. In our open data set, we now have data from Amazon, which has gone live in the last few weeks. And we're also delighted to have onboarded and had some data from CIFAS, who are a UK finance organisation, who are now sharing data with us. So do please go and look at the new open data available on the platform, which you'll see tagged up with the new badges on the system. Equally, we've got some new exciting data in our restricted marketplace. One of those we're particularly excited about is the UK scam beta data. Maybe tell us a bit more about that, Nathan.
Yeah, so this is a really interesting feed. It contains a number of different signal types. So we have signal types relating to phone numbers, email addresses, URLs, IP addresses. We even have some crypto wallet addresses in there. Quite a wide range of different types of signals, but also different abuse types. So scams, spams, impersonation attempts. So really a wide range of new signal types that have kind of come onto the market available for you to download and explore.
And my understanding is that this data is being garnered largely from raw messages. So it also shows off a capability of our platform now to actually ingest data from more raw sources, such as images or indeed just blocks of text, and to pull out signals that are relevant from that.
Correct. And it is very clever in that it basically takes a screenshot of a message or an email or some kind of threatening message, and we're able to process that image, extract the signals to be able to get all the intelligence that we need from that. So it is very exciting. And what I would say along with that is that we do have APIs for you to be able to send your image data to us to extract signals from.
Yes, not technically a new feature, but one to highlight
Correct,
for people that are interested in that kind of processing, that we've been able to do that for a while now. But please do exploit those additional APIs, which you can find within the enrich sections, I believe, if you're a command user of our platform.
Yep.
I'm also really happy to announce that we've got new data from Domain Intelligence, which is a new source of data recently activated and in quite high quantities. So I'd encourage you to go and look at that data set as well within the marketplace. And as with all of our marketplace data, feel free to apply for that if you're interested. And I think finally, just to talk a bit about what's coming up. So we're particularly excited about changes we're making to the ability to receive data from the platform in real time. And I think one of the things that we're releasing next month, I believe, is what we're calling push API. So maybe give us a bit of a sort of heads up about that, Nathan, if you can quickly.
I can indeed. So at the moment, we're currently in the process of testing our push API functionality. So this enables you to add a webhook endpoint to your account and specify a certain signal feed that you would like that webhook to receive signals from. So in the past, or as it currently stands, receiving signals from us is a matter of pulling the data via API. In this scenario, you tell us where you would like us to push the signals to. And so it makes everything a lot more real time, a lot quicker and a lot smoother for people to integrate their applications with.
Brilliant. This will be available to our command plan members as of next month. So we're really excited about that. Thanks for joining us today for this update on the GSE Exchange platform for July. We're really excited about the next stage of development for us, and we look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you very much.